What's up guys, and welcome to Imagine Earth Limited. This is a game currently on Steam Early Access. It came out a few days ago, nearly a week now. I know I'm a little late on covering it, but it is a sort of like god game, a world creating game. We're going to go and populate and civilize an unknown, uncharted Earth-like planet in the image of Earth, really. It's pretty good so far, but it also has some definitely bad aspects to it that have been making me want to pull my hair out. So let's get into it. Basically, what's the issue here? So it's like, okay, I have my tutorial level, and then I have my first chapter. Now it might just seem like I haven't played much of the game, but I have been spending about 7 hours on this first level. The difficulty spike is uncanny, and doesn't really make any sense, because not exactly does it tell me what I'm doing wrong, but it usually tells me after it's too late. So I've played the levels over and over and over again. I've played Chapter 1 Joma at least 15 times now, and I just can't seem to get it. I don't know though, maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't really think that's the case because I've tried multiple different strategies, even got my girlfriend Michaela to try it out, and she had some issues too. So the difficulty spike is sort of throwing me off, so what we're going to do is we're going to play the free play version of the tutorial, so hopefully that'll be a little easier. But basically we're going to colonize Earth, and how we want to do that is find a nice place to land our little ship, because we have overpopulated Earth, overcompensated it really, and now we have to plant a new civilization on a new planet to hopefully survive. And it's all about that. You build on your resources, you build on all that kind of stuff. You want to make a city, you want to make all the proper energy, farms, and goods, and you have a lot of statistics on the screen that look like a lot to swallow at first, but it gets very, very easy to figure out very soon. So like, okay, so now that I have a good region of stuff, I want to start slowing things down, actually. Slowing things down really helps out for me. I get the focus and I get to figure out exactly what's going on. So I want to chop down some trees. I don't want to chop them down all the way, though. If I chop them down all the way, they'll fall and they'll never ever regrow back. But if I stop them from being chopped down right before they actually fall, they'll start growing back, and that'll help with profits. So there's little mechanics like that where I need to pay attention to things. I need to pay attention to statistics and facts to make sure that I'm getting the most out of my environment. Because if I don't, I could quickly run out of money, I could become in debt, and also if I don't pay attention to the environment, my global warming might go up, or my pollution might go up. But my people obviously not very happy right now, because I'm going to speed things up, and right over here I'm going to build some energy, but I need a get me token, I need a construction token, which you get started out with 5 of them when it comes to this area, because this is free play, but in the story levels they give you them as you progress. So we're going to do that and do that. So I want to make sure, there's a lot of, real life factors you'd think of. You don't want to put a farm next to a heavily polluting energy factory. So we're not going to do that. That's going to be a bad idea to do that. And I just want to do that kind of stuff. I also think I want to plant a goods factory right here, and just sort of use my money to its maximum to make the current citizens I have very happy. And they're not very happy right now because I don't have many goods to them. But we're going to wait around a bit and just wait for this place to build. But the difficulty spikes between this and the second level tremendously, and it's very frustrating because I really want to progress in the game. I really want to try it out. I really want to learn more about it, but it feels like it's not letting me. It's not letting me progress, and that's very frustrating. And it's like, a lot of the times, if I do something wrong, it'll tell me I did it wrong after I've done it. So like, if I chop down these trees all the way, afterwards it would tell me, hey, you shouldn't do that. It's like, you gonna tell me before or even while I'm chopping down the trees? It's just tutorialization in this game sort of seems wonky, if even that existent. But we're gonna build our second piece of the city here. You might have noticed that I upgraded and added robots to my factory. You can't do that for this or for the farms either right now, because I unlock these star tokens as I play through the campaign, and they give me extra abilities, like maybe being able to upgrade my energy area. But right now I don't have that. Okay, so my city's going good. It looks like I'm low on energy, and energy is something I want to focus a lot on. I want to put my coal plant somewhere good. I need to put it somewhere nice. I don't want to put it here, though. It doesn't look like a good idea. So I might want to, like, chop down this. Now, you might notice that there's, like, this is a stone pad, or this is a stone pad. If I put my coal mine on there, it'll be more productive than if it was on this sand, or maybe even this farmland. And same thing goes with the farm. Of course, if I put the farm on the farmland, it'll do a lot better. And there's just little factors like that you need to factor in. And it's like, how do I know all that kind of stuff? If I put my mouse over it, I can see on the bottom left that I'm getting my maximum out of this coal plant. And I'm getting my maximum out of this factory. And I'm getting my maximum out of this farm. Or almost. Barely. Not everything. So I can maybe like chop down these trees and build another farm next to it. Because we're going to have to build a lot of stuff. And make it very, very productive if we really want a thriving city. So let's put this here. And we'll put another one right over here. This was something I was considering Let's Playing, but after I got so stuck on that level, I was like, never mind. This definitely needs more development before I go ahead and try to do a series on this. But, yeah. I like the levels, though. The scenarios you have to deal with are actually very interesting, which is why I get really bummed out that I have such an issue with progressing. Because I'd like to see all the different scenarios that the game provides to me. So I want to build a few more cities now, since I look to be pretty flourishing in my stuff. Really, the only thing I desperately need is more energy, which I'm about to plant right now. I need to make sure my trees are growing back well, because I can start cutting them again and make some profit off of them. In other levels, you do have different things. You'll have like gold mines that you can dig, or even temples that you can like explode and get like a lot of money out of it. But our main goal is to get our population as high as possible and try to make the city as thriving as possible. Now, it isn't a campaign, so we don't have any missions, but that's usually what they're about, and I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. So we're playing until the world explodes, basically. Or we do such a good job that it never explodes, but I've never seen a scenario like that. Okay, so let's go and do another industrial farm. Looks like we're going to need that very soon here. Ooh. Looks like I got another thing to plant. Oh no, but I do get one at 500,000 people. Cool. And here I can see different statistics. I can see how my population's growing, how my life quality is, all that kind of stuff. You can find very important information here that you're going to want to pay attention to right here. So another thing I might want to focus on is expanding my city. Of course, like I said, population is very important. And not only do I gain population by placing some urban developments, like right here, but I can also expand the cities themselves depending on what's surrounding them. So if I have some cities adjacent to this city, then I can expand it. And that'll be nice for population because I can expand my population without building anything, taking up space, because sometimes you really need to save that space. There's only one continent on this planet, so it's going to be very difficult to expand and find new resources to use. The next planet has 2 continents, and the other continent has a lot of goods on it that you want to use up. So, you know, you get these different scenarios, and this one seems to be going okay. You know, I'm not playing spectacularly here. In fact, I've made some pretty bad choices. The fact that I put this coal mine here is probably a bad idea. I'm ignoring a lot of factors because I'm not used to this map, I guess. It feels like you gotta be really comfortable with the map to really thrive in it. But I got all these farms here. Really what I'm low on is the farms. But I want to make sure that I decontaminate things. Things can get very polluted, very nasty. And I want to make sure that everything stays nice and clean because it helps my environment. You know, this polar cap right here can melt, and then everything on the shoreline, this would be destroyed. You know, these would probably be destroyed, and that gets annoying. Especially since in the next level, I've tried many different tactics. It feels impossible to avoid global warming in the second level. Chapter 1, whatever it's called. It's impossible, I feel, to avoid global warming. I feel like they put it in there so you can learn what it is, but it's very hard to maintain once they do that. And they don't give you enough room. You have to build next to the shores, but then if you do that, you have to deal with getting flooded out. And it just feels like these scenarios where I just can't win. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I don't know, the game isn't really throwing me a bone. Sometimes it just doesn't tell me, hey, you could have done this. It just, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something though. Maybe there's key factors that I'm not understanding. And we can just slowly build our economy, build our population, build our farms, making sure everybody's happy and healthy as possible. That seems to be working out pretty decently. Let me build another one here. And I can speed up time. At this point, I'm sort of like, whatever. I've shown you guys the main mechanics at this point. That's sort of the main extent of the game. And, you know, you just gotta get your population bigger and bigger and bigger until it is a big, thriving hullabaloo of a world. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so like I can expand the city, and now it's gonna get the population bigger. That's gonna be very nice. And as you can see, if I just leave it here, our people will just start dying off. There's not enough food and energy to go around. And that's something you want to maintain. It's like, before I expand my city, do I have enough energy? Do I have enough money to maintain that? And that's the thing, is I feel like a lot of things cost a little too much money. Some things, like, I feel like my world explodes because of how much global warming attacks it, or I run out of money. It just like, I can't avoid both. And that seems to be a very difficult thing. And I'm just sort of letting my world deteriorate here, because that's about all I have to say about the game. It's simple. There are a lot of little things that you just sort of pick up on your playing that you don't really need to know going into it immediately. But it is fun. But it has that one issue. So maybe after it's in its early access phase, maybe wait a few months and then pick it up. It might be a good choice. It is a fun game, though. This is Imagine Earth Ltd. Limited. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving a like, commenting, maybe with your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.